All it is August 1st. My phone is pinging. I'm going live here to talk about some things that I think is pretty important. I'm going to record a video and post it on my Teacher Sam page, but it's just better to get in and get chatting. So I wanted to talk to you about a few things. Of course, your classrooms, keeping them fresh, up to date with props, newest things that you can find to add to it. But I want to touch a little bit on, and if you can see me, just say hi. If you have questions, pop in. Remember, I'm not a teacher any better than you, but I just like to share my ideas. And one of the things I want to talk about is the dangers of catering to regulars. So now I know that the hot topic going around here on the Hutong, on all the boards, is the loss of some bookings, or people saying that they're losing their regulars, or their regulars are booking with other teachers. Is there a conspiracy going on? You know, all that stuff. So I just want to talk about some of these issues and how, you know, you could protect yourself a little bit. Now, there are situations that I don't know about that are not, you know, this is nobody's fault. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault that you're losing bookings. People are offering kick butt classes, and I get that. I totally get that. So I'm not touching on that. There is no blame on teachers here. So I'm just giving you suggestions. But like so many of us love to cater to those regulars. You know, we say there are bread and butters. I open up my slots in the booking frenzy, and they all book by regulars. Every week I see my regulars. And then the summer rolls around, and our regulars now are getting booked by LPs for the special summer courses, right? The LPs book them for that. So where are our regulars? Or somebody said, you know, VIP Kid is banning teachers from being able to see their students. So, you know, parents book the major courses. That's always been the case, right? Parents can book major courses. But here's the risk of catering to those regulars, and why I take every certification possible that they offer me, and why I do not only cater to priority booking, especially in the summertime, especially during winter breaks or Chinese New Year. And here's the risk. Here's the risk if your schedule is week by week the same students all the time. One of the risks is you're not growing your followers, right? Your number of classes is high, your number of students taught is a little bit lower, and your number of followers is a little bit lower, right? So you're teaching classes, you're booking, that paychecks are rolling in, right? But you're not exposing yourself to any new students. So now when those regulars are starting to meet new teachers during their summer breaks or during their winter breaks or these other courses, hey, is it possible that they are going to decide that they want to book their major courses with those new teachers? Well, yeah. And just like you could be a teacher that's new to them that you met during winter break or that you met during summer vacation, maybe they're leaving their teacher and coming over to you like, hey, welcome to my classroom, right? So the key is, and guys, feel free to pop in and say hi. The key is, hey, Virginia. So the key here is to make sure that you're exposing your, it's the worst words, make sure you're giving everybody the gift of your classroom. I don't want to say exposing your classroom, but giving yourself the gift of your classroom to other students, right? Don't limit yourself to just the same students. So now what happens is if I'm teaching the same 20 students or 50 students every week, if those students are leaving, nobody else is following my schedule, nobody else is taking their spots, guys. I haven't put myself out there. And so what we might be seeing, so this isn't factual, this is my theory, in some of the teachers, the long-term teachers now that are losing some regulars, or some new teachers that are losing some regulars, is we just offered Voice of VIP Kid again this summer. There's more things offered this summer than there were last summer. We have phonics, we have proper pronunciation, we have TOEFL, which was last year, we have Voice of VIP Kid, we have Free Talk, right? We have all of these opportunities. We have all of these, Virginia, all of these opportunities to introduce ourselves to new students, right? So there's all these opportunities for our students to meet other teachers. And you know what? A student might have been with me for 65 classes, and they're just ready to say, you know what, I need a change. I need somebody else. I just met this teacher during a summer course, and I'm going to go with her. And goodbye. It was nice to see you, because now I have this new student that I met, okay? So there's a few things that happen when we cater to these regulars. One, we start opening up classes that we don't want to open. We start feeling that guilt, right? I really wanted to take Monday off, but my absolute favorite student likes to book me on Mondays. Your family likes you too. Take the Monday off, right? And say, like, for me, I just switched from mornings now. I'm working like 8:30 at night to 1 in the morning. And somebody had asked me, well, what about your regulars? What about my regulars? They'll find me or they won't. Somebody else will find me. So ever since I started switching and not catering to my regulars, listen, I have not done any priority booking all summer. Now I teach, my goal now is to teach up to 250 classes a month. And over in my monthly challenge group, we have teachers that are booking 400 classes a month. Okay. And they're getting these bookings because they are building up those followers. Yeah. They're exposing their classrooms to all these other teachers. These other students. They're getting on the radar of LPs because the other students are contacting the LP. Like, I just had a class with this student. I got a ton of students from winter class because of one girl. One girl, she was awesome. And next thing I know, I have 6 of her classmates and they all contacted the LPs to get in there. So, I fell on an LP's radar. So you need to get yourself out there. Remember, now let's talk about the VIP Kid philosophy. Okay. There are other companies. Hey, everybody. There are other companies out there that, like there's a company, TAL, they do a product called VIPX, and they're a TAL company, and I think Data ABC, which is a sister company, but they will guarantee the same teacher. Like, you have to commit the same times each week for the same students. And those students are with you for 6 months, right? That's, they say you get the promise of the same teacher for 6 months. Okay. That's not our philosophy. VIP Kid does not promise the same teacher. VIP Kid says you can book your major course teacher. Here's our catalog. What do you like? If they're available, then you can go ahead and book them. But there is no promise. This relationship where we are feeling dedicated to our regulars or we like our regulars, that's a teacher's self-philosophy. That's not the company's philosophy, right? You're not obligated to those regulars and the regulars aren't obligated to you. So you just need to brush that whole thought off. Not to be like nasty about it, but that's just not the company philosophy. Some other companies will do the bookings for you and you might never get a chance to see the student again. So there is something to be said for variety, but that's why. So what I'm trying to say, what do you need to do? Well, if there's certifications out there, I say take them. I know a lot of teachers are like, oh, what's with this training off the clock? I'm not getting paid for this, so I'm not going to get certified in it. Then don't get certified in it. But then you're not teaching that class. You're not getting exposed to more students. More students don't know you exist. Your followers don't grow. And then when you start to lose regulars, nobody's going to take their place because they're going to take a look at your schedule every week, even if you have followers, and they're going to say, hey, this teacher can never open spots because the spots are always priority booked. I'm not even going to waste my time seeing their schedule every week. It's just not worth my time. And here's a new teacher. Okay. So again, when you start hearing teachers saying that they're losing bookings, this is very well a new philosophy. That could be the reason why, because we are offering so many products this summer and you can't cater to those regulars. So as much as we love seeing little Jimmy every single week, he's the sweetest, he's the greatest. There's a possibility that he's going to summer camp and now someone else is in his spot. And, oh no, what do I do? TEFL is booking all my spots. TEFL's taking the spots from all my regulars. You're getting paid, right? You're getting paid. The goal of VIP Kid is to book classes, to teach classes, and for you to get paid. And I've seen some people say, and this is your own personal philosophy, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. But I have seen people say, like, you know what? That $2 short notice isn't worth it for me to not get to see one of my regulars. That's awesome. And that's good for you. As admin on my challenge group, I have to say that's not how we make money. But if that's what you want to do, that's great. For me, $4 an hour to go, or over 10 classes, $40 a day that can go to get me to do activities with my family. Yeah, that's worth my short notice. That's worth me saying goodbye to my regular for the summertime and for me to keep some classes open. So, okay, so what else do I want to talk about? If anyone has questions, go ahead and post. Again, I'm not a teacher any better than you. I just like to talk. So what do I like to do? When some people are starting to talk about keeping their classrooms updated and, some teachers have Minicam and I don't have Minicam and I don't like that we're being pressured to use Minicam, or some people use props for everything and I don't use props for everything and I don't want to have to feel I have to be prop happy. Okay, you don't have to do anything. I've never heard VIP Kid come in and say, we just watched your whole class. There's another company out there where they're watching every classes. And while your classes are recorded, you have the freedom. Your class is your product, right? So my class is probably very different from your class, and they're both going to be great classes. But I do use Minicam. I do. I believe I'm on it right now, but yeah, I do use Minicam, and maybe my digital props are something that somebody likes, and maybe my digital props are something that somebody doesn't like. But I am going to change it up, right? I'm getting smiley faces. I don't know if it's good or bad. Are you laughing at me or laughing with me? there's more. But I go ahead and I use, I use regular visual props I've already told you about. I got all the little sports balls that I need and everything else to keep my class, and I combine it with my digital props, right? But I'm going to change my classroom on the regular. I'm going to keep it fresh. If my regular students are getting the same thing over and over and over again, it is possible they're going to meet another teacher and go, wow, that teacher is bank. I'm going to go with her. Or mom just sees a little something in somebody else, right? But don't forget, you're going to be the something for somebody else as well. So keep your classrooms updated. Keep it fresh. I just recently changed my video, my profile video. I was really like, hey, how we get like, my name is Teacher Sam. This is my classroom. Puppet toy, ringing bells and things like that. And then I was like, what am I trying to sell? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to sell me as a teacher. So, I just changed my video to just so simple, like, hi, my name is Teacher Sam. I teach levels 2 through 6. I believe learning English should be done in a supportive environment. I look forward to seeing your child in my classroom. I spoke a little slower, but like that was it. And my followers went up. I changed my picture a little bit. Whichever one has me having the least amount of chins is my profile picture. But, keep it up. Keep it fresh. Try something new in your classroom. Get yourself out of the box if you're uncomfortable. But, honestly, guys, I don't know why you do VIP Kid. Let me give you my personal reasons why. I do VIP Kid because I was a teacher. I switched districts. I became a paraprofessional in a district that was lacking a classroom for me. I was waiting for the classroom. There was a big reorg. I answered an ad on Facebook last summer. I booked some classes, and then in September of last year, I decided to do VIP Kid full time. Okay, so I have 100% booking rate. And that means my spots that I open, I book. Why they book, I don't know. I think they book because I have put myself out there. If something pops up and be like, you're invited to be certified for this class, I'm like, boom, give me the certification. Boom, give me that. Boom, give me this. My short notice bookings are like TEFL, phonics, proper pronunciation. They're all over the place. And so my day when I short notice book is like such a variety, plus trials, right? I'm doing trials, and so now I'm getting some new students for trials. And some people are saying, I don't short notice book. Why don't I short notice book? I don't know. Okay, I don't know how you get on the LP's radars, but I do know that the more you get out there, the more the students are going back to their LPs and mentioning your name, the more you're going to get the notice of an LP that'll start sending you new students, that'll start sending you bookings, that'll start sending you those winter classes. So, if you don't want to invest in your classes, and you just want to wake up, you just want to teach, you want to teach the same 20 or 30 students every day and not change anything, I think that's fine, but I think it's dangerous. You need to make sure that, the big thing is like, I'm going to other companies, so all my eggs are in one basket. And I'm going to leave the 20 or 30 regulars I have and go to another company to put my eggs in one basket. Well, another basket. Why don't you put your eggs in different students' baskets? I don't have to leave the company to do that, right? I just have to make myself available for new students, new to me students. So yeah, I'm done with the guilt of the regulars, and I'm building my business, and I'm going out there, and my followers are growing, and I'm getting new students. And are these students beating some of my other parents to my spots? Yeah, they are. But you know what? I'm getting paid. In the end of the day, I do this to make money for my family. I do this so I don't have to go back to my brick and mortar school. I do this so I can make my son's basketball games and hope he'll get a couple more of those shots in. I do this so I can be a contributor to my family. I do this not so I can get a good night's sleep. I do this not because I want to lose weight, right? I did the opposite of those. But those are the reasons. So, just start looking at this like a business. So keep those props fresh. You don't need to be spending a lot of money. Guys, how much have we given Target Business? But in this group alone, you have all the props you need. You have all the props you need. So growing your business isn't necessarily just having a new prop to hold up. Maybe it's a new way of holding up that prop. Maybe it's a new game you decided to put into your classroom. Maybe it's a new way that you've just started teaching something. There's something to be said for the workshops. I know a lot of people say, I don't want to do workshops because I'm not getting paid to do the workshops. But I didn't get paid to go to college. I didn't get paid to do certain things that made me able to teach my other jobs. I didn't get paid to do the things that I needed to do at my old school. Once I started working there, yeah, did I get professional development? I did. But then there were other books that I bought to give me some new ideas for my classes, like us constantly investing in this. So I don't know, taking a workshop that might give you a little bit more pep in your step, worth every penny. I'm not seeing any questions, so I guess it's fine. I might not even have the answers. So that was some of the things, when I went went to see Cindy Me a couple weeks ago in New York City. We just had just a great talk. I hope you guys all got to see her and say hello. But her vision for the company was just fantastic, and her excitement for the teachers was really truly there. And if you haven't read up on Cindy Me, read up on her, because her story is absolutely fantastic. But a VIP kid doesn't owe you, when I say VIP kid, no company owes us anything, right? You are not owed classes. You're not. They interview you, they hire you, they see something in you, right? Then it's up to you to teach those classes, teach dynamic, awesome, those kids want to come back to you classes, right? And then teach them. But then teach other ones, teach other classes, teach other kids, teach more, keep putting those classes out there like it's going to be your best class, right? And then it's going to grow for you, but you got to invest in it. I'm sorry. I can't sit here and be like, I'm not getting bookings. Sorry, if I'm not getting bookings, it sucks. And again, I don't know the reasons why. I'm not blaming any teacher for not getting bookings. I'm just talking about what can you do with the bookings that you have. And my biggest push today is don't cater to those regulars. Get yourself out there as much as you can. If something is working, work it even harder. Don't get comfortable. If it's working, work it harder, work it different, work it more, right? Change it up. My background's changing again, because guess what? I got lazy and I ordered photography backdrops. I'm just saying I might have some wild animals behind me soon because I'm not loving, this is more than you would see on my camera. So I'm not loving, the edge work of this. I've told you already, I don't like this. All right. Anybody have any questions for me? No, I've talked too much. If you guys want to learn how to incorporate props alongside ManyCam, I'm willing to do a thing on that for you. But go online, look for a new game, look for a new philosophy, tell yourself I'm going to do something a little bit different, and don't cater to those regulars. Be willing to, especially the summer. Oh my God, the summer is the best time. But if you have little certifications that are sitting in that academy, I know everyone fears the phonics. It's a lot to get in just 25 minutes. It's crazy. The nice thing about phonics is there's no space for a lot of props, like at all. Those are like the quickest, like, hey, you get a reward. Yay, awesome job. But if you fear the phonics, but go get them. Get these other students, man. Meet new people. Maybe some of those regulars are holding off somebody who could be your new absolute favorite. Guys, you're the best. I hope you have a great night. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.